Holy man, I'm back. Geez, I had some technical difficulties trying to get all this live streaming stuff set up the way it should be. Boy, it's for a knuckle dragger like me. But hey, thanks for jumping in. What's going on at almost 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon? But there's a lot of things in my dome that I wanted to dump on at you before the weekend. All right, so this is one of two different types of episodes that I have within the show formats. The other one is long format, 60 to 90 minutes long. Got a guest or two on. Some go pretty long, so I'll chop them up into two-parters. Those are a lot of fun. Check those out. And also, if you're listening to this at a later date, I'm live on Facebook, Rumble, X, and YouTube, the tube, which is being a beast. I am so close. I'm this close to getting 1,000 subscribers. So if you could subscribe for me, that would be great. And Rumble, I need to get to 100 subscribers. I just basically set that one up. So any support there would be awesome. And then, of course, the website's got everything you need to know about the show. All right? And then the other format is this. I call it the dome dump, right? Whatever's running around my dome. It's raw, loud shit that I think you need to hear. And this is me, the microphone, no mercy, no notes, whatever's on my mind. And thanks for jumping in, listening. Take what you want, leave the rest. Now, I usually talk about my sponsors in the longer episodes. The shorter ones, I just say, hey, man, jump down in the show notes and check them out. But today's topics, these two products fit perfectly. All right? So first up, of course, High-Speed Daddy, because today's topic is Father's Day and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, right? We should always be aware of it, but it's the month, and I'm going to talk about it. High-Speed Daddy, Craig over there, it makes some awesome gear for active parenting, right? Bags, all that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you, fellas, the fanny pack is making a comeback. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's on record. Timestamp it. Save this post because when you see it, it's going to be amazing. Fanny pack. Own it. All right? It's amazing. He's got all sorts of other great stuff. I've been using it since our son has been born. The gear is amazing, and Craig will school you in customer service. All right? So everything is great with Greg. Give him a bunch of shit for me when you get over there. And then, of course, Charmaine down at Live Rishi down in the Arizona. The Rishi rub is a staple around this place, man. We're a very active family and household by design. And the Rishi rub is a staple in my gym bag and at this house. So check those out. Link is in the show notes. Charmaine, just give her a ton of shit too as well. All right? Check that out. And going back to that, everything you want to know about the show, all the links, everywhere you can listen, all that good stuff. Link is in the show notes. It's my website. All right, here we go. What I want to talk about today is Father's Day. And, of course, men's mental health and all that good stuff. Let's start with Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I am a very proud dad of a little 4-year-old dude. He rewires my heart every time I see him. I love him to death, and I like to, spend time with him. Of course, if you and all the dads out there, I don't know your situation, and it doesn't matter. That's what you got to handle. But if you spell daddy with an I or a Y, either way, congratulations, you made it. All the guys out there that don't have kids, but you got like favorite nephew, grandkids, that kind of thing. Of course, if you have grandkids, you have kids. Wait a minute. Let me follow that along. Anyway, all right. Well, let me digress, as my man Aaron would say. So Father's Day. Now, the thing is, the story I have about being a dad, I didn't think I was going to be a dad. You can listen to that. I talk about it all the time. But being a dad, I'm going to tell you, I don't give advice. You got to do what the fuck ever you're going to do, all right? What I'm going to tell you about, though, is what I go by and what I deal with, all right? Or how I handle my situation with our son. And the classic thing is, I know I'm going to butcher the quote, but it's lead by example. The best way to lead is by example. So, guys out there, take care of yourself. Whatever you're going to do, a kid, it's his superpower, her superpower, kid, is mimicry. Their brain's a little sponge, and I found out the hard way, and it's been a lot of fun doing it, is they mimic you, man. Anything you do, they're going to do. So you can't be an asshole, right? I know you want to yell. I'm not perfect. I holler and scream too, and I get out of hand. But I check myself, and even when our little dude is not with me, if I'm out and about, I like, man, would I do that in front of my son? No, I'm not going to do it then, right? So, and then the other way I look at it, leading by example, is I take care of myself, right? Because if I'm in good shape, physically, mentally, emotionally, all that good stuff, now I can take care of everybody else around in the household, right? So, having a car with an awesome motor and an awesome transmission, but the clutch is fucked up, well, you ain't going to go nowhere. So your mind and body and all that stuff is connected. So you got to get that all worked out, balanced out. Of course, it's a consistent not struggle, but you got to pay attention to it, right? And then the other thing that I try to do my best at, is I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect, dude. I am far from perfect. But I am present when I'm with our son. All right. Now, if you're with him for 20 minutes and you're hanging out, there ain't nothing in this fucking world that needs to be attended to within 20 minutes. Now, over the weekend, I'll be with him all weekend. And of course, I got to do the dishes and make some, business phone calls and handle the house and do all that stuff. So you can't be like on top of them all the time. And that's for all the asterisks out there. They're going to be like, well, I got things to do. Of course you fucking do. We all got things to do. All right. So take care of that. And then present. Those are the two things that keep me motoring down the road with our son. All right. Now, again, I like to keep this stuff simple, powerful, and real, just like my banner behind me says. Simple, be present, real. All right. Lead by example, powerful. If you're simple and powerful, if you're simple and real, powerful comes with it. So, fathers, hang out with your significant others, your kids, grandkids, nephews, nieces, all that good stuff, whatever combination you got going on. I wish you all the best over the weekend. Have a great time. And for the dads out there, there's stigmas around flying. But for the dads out there that are killing it, doing the best you can, and there's no applause or validation, we got you, man. All right? So when you're walking down the street, you're going through the gym, you're going through the grocery store, you're getting your gas, whatever you're doing, going to Home Depot, whatever it may be, and the dad, you see another guy and he gives you that little nod, hey, man, that goes a long way. And if you're in a good spot and you see a guy walking down the street, in the grocery store or whatever, you give him a little nod, man. I'm telling you, man, that goes a long way. He might be in a bad spot. He might be heading down a dark road. And all he needs to know is that little nod goes, all right? All right, so let's move on. Dads, congratulations to all y'all. Have a great weekend. We're going to move on to men's mental health, right? It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. It's a big subject, a lot going on with that. There's a lot to cover. Again, I like to keep this short and simple. It's not a simple subject, but I think it still goes back to taking care of yourself, right? If you have a purpose, and that purpose might be getting your ass to the gym. That purpose might be mowing the lawn. Whatever that purpose is, I think that goes a long way. Having a purpose goes a long way. And if you don't have anybody to talk to, that stigma, you don't talk to people, you got to bury it in you, and then fucking all that builds up and it kills you at 45 bullshit, right? So look around your table. Like I use the example, I look around my table, I got some solid dudes and women around my table that support me 1,000%. I can open up to them. And when I talk, dude, stop with the, you don't open up, you're a man, you suck it up and you fucking move on. Okay, I get it. You do need to do that, but you also need to take a minute and have a talk with somebody, right? If you need to talk to me, I always have a chair open at my table. All right, so if you need that, fine, but you also have to understand. I'm going to call you a bitch if I need to call you a bitch. I'm going to call you out on your stuff. There's no soft space here. I think that's what there needs to be a common ground. You need to talk some stuff out. I've been there, dude. I've been there. We talk about it all the time on the show. It's a lot of stuff goes on. But the only thing that I tell people is don't fucking white knuckle it. All right? I don't care how big and badass you are, dude. That doesn't matter. Now, for the asterisks out there, is there you're you reach out to your significant other and you get vulnerable, right? And you're like, fuck, man, this is eating me up. I need to talk to somebody. So your significant other, you think, do you have that relationship? And then they listen to you. And then 2 weeks later, they throw it in your face. Oh, dude, been there. Oh, been there a lot, right? And then you bring it back in, and then he's fucking that doesn't help anybody. All right? Even if you don't have a family, you still have some people around you that love you and friends, support group, whatever that is. Just look around your table, and if you can't talk to anybody, you might want to look at a different table. All right? Again, my table's always open, but men, get checked out. Not just your health, dude, not just your noggin, not what's up in your dome. All right? Go get a colonoscopy. Get your blood pressure checked. All right? That kind of thing. You got a little bit of punch hanging out because you drink too much beer? Whatever, dude. I don't fucking judge anybody's escapism. You do what you got to do. But take a look at your health, man. It's, the word grimace been flying around, and I agree with that. Don't be a grimace body. People look up to you, even somebody that doesn't know you. Again, walking through the grocery store, if you handle yourself well and you walk around with confidence, that might inspire the next guy to do the same thing. All right? It's not all about you, man. Spread the love. And I'm going to get out of here because I know you got shit to do, and I like to keep these pretty short. Throw some of these things I told you in your dome. Let it roll around. All right? But again, fathers, dads, daddies, whatever you got going, have a great weekend, however you're going to spend it. It's amazing what you got going on. And again, we all see you. I know a lot of that stuff is not recognized. The majority of it. I'm a blessed man. I get recognized all the time by my support group. It's people around me, and it feels great. It's a good thing. I know not everybody has that. So take care of yourself, fellas. Get checked out. If you need to talk to somebody, reach out, right? Whatever needs to be done, man. And again, don't white knuckle it. All right, let's get out of here. Enough of the Debbie Downer stuff. Get going, fellas. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, Live Rishi, High Speed Daddy, my website, and take care of what you got to take care of, fellas, so you're around for the people that